So I want to introduce you to Michelle Neal. She's a certified legal nurse consultant, and she's at the CLNC certification program here in Atlanta. And this week I got to meet her gorgeous 4-year-old twin daughters.
Thank you.
And, even took a photograph with them. That was so sweet. And, Michelle, you were talking to me about your business, and I know that having your 2 daughters at home, it's great that you've been able to take the legal nurse consulting business and do as much as you want, but still have time for your daughter. So
Right.
tell us a little bit about that.
Well, when I initially started, I went into this program knowing that I'm going to do this no matter what. So I took my thing I always said to myself was focus and confidence. No matter what, I'm going to be focused and confident. I know I have these kids, and that could put a damper on it, and I could make excuses, and that was the other thing I had said. Excuses are not going to make success. So I just planned, I organized, I put time aside every night to work on the business and to go through studying. And, luckily I have a great supportive family, so when my husband would come home from work, he would take over with the kids, and I would focus on the business.
Yeah, that's beautiful, focus, concentration, and the commitment, right?
Yes, definitely.
Because with 4-year-old daughters, I think it would be very easy to get distracted.
Yes, it is.
I know with my 4-year-old, when my niece was 4 years old, it's kind of like, oh my gosh, how do parents do this kind of thing? So, yeah, so you did it because you made the commitment, but now you're having the payoff. And
Yep.
tell us about like some of your first cases and how you got them.
Okay, well, my first case was actually a personal injury case, and the way I did it was kind of funny. I had passed the exam, and I was really excited about it, and I had posted something on Facebook, and an old high school friend actually messaged me shortly after that and asked me if I would help him in a personal injury case. So that was my first case that I obtained. And then from that, I had a recommendation.
Okay, so before we get to that recommendation, I just want to share with everybody, I always say use the social media,
Yes.
right? And I love when I see people doing it, and sometimes I'm surprised at how few certified legal nurse consultants use it. So good for you, because
Thank you.
I think you're the kind of person that you did everything that we said to do.
Thank you.
And that's why you're being successful.
Yeah.
All right, so tell us about that second one.
Okay, so after that, I took the letter of recommendation, and I took my sample work product, and I sent that I made promotional packages and followed your strategy as far as the mail call. And I sent stuff to random attorneys. I started locally within my area, and I sent the stuff, and then I call and follow up and stayed persistent. And my second one called me that way. And I
Awesome.
obtained that case as well, and I worked with him a few times on, again, it was a personal injury case. And following that, I did the exact same thing since it worked that first time, and did the mail call, was very, very persistent, but I couldn't get through this attorney. It was a bigger firm. And then I had found somebody that knew him and used that as a referral, and he recommended my name, and then he finally called me back.
Beautiful. So
And-
no is not always no forever.
Exactly.
Good for you.
Yep. So just staying persistent, and since then I've worked on a lot of medical malpractice cases.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And a lot of people, they're always obviously aware of what they have to do with med mal cases, but sometimes I know beginning certified legal nurse consultants are still like, are the personal injury attorneys really going to use me?
Right.
So tell us a little bit about how you're working with these attorneys. So hopefully you guys can go out and start marketing to them as well.
The different things I do with them, I screen a lot of cases. I do a lot of report writing. I've started from brief reports all the way to comprehensive reports.
And when you say you're screening, are you screening for the injuries and what's really related to the personal injury incident?
Initially,
Can you expand on that?
Yeah, initially when they give me a case, they kind of want to know if it's a case or not.
Right.
We're at a level now where they've trusted me, and
Good for you.
they get a case and they want to see if this is something they actually want to put time into. So I look at it first, and then once I give my opinion, then they have me write a report. Usually he prefers comprehensive reports.
Good
That's
for
just
you.
his process. So I do that within my reports. He also asks for a lot of deposition questions that he uses. So I write a lot of that. I give a lot of recommendations. So involved with like requests for production, I give that type of information. So really a lot of different services honestly kind of all wrapped into the report. That's how, per his request.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And that's my favorite way to do it too. I mean, we talk about 30 services, but as you're suggesting, so much of that can be built into a report.
Right.
It's not like you're sending a set of interrogatories today or sending a set of requests for production. Sometimes things are being built together.
Right.
That's
right.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
and congratulations.
Thank you so much.
And
Thank you for
again,
your
it was
program.
so much fun also meeting your daughters.
Thank you. They loved it. Thank you.